They laughed at him every single day in school. But none of them knew the poor boy they mocked was the younger brother of a future king. In a peaceful village called Echoka, two brothers lived with their parents. The elder brother was Chaik, calm and responsible. The younger one was Chuka, quiet and very innocent. One morning, their parents and Chaik went to the farm very early. Chuka was left at home because he was still too young to follow them. Evening came. Night came. But they never returned. The villagers searched everywhere, but Chaik and his parents were never found. From that day, Chuka was left alone. Life became very hard for the young boy. No father. No mother. No elder brother to protect him. But Chuka still tried to go to school in the village. He believed education would help him survive. Instead, the children mocked him every day. They called him Etiteboribo, meaning illiterate. They laughed at his clothes. They laughed at his silence. They laughed at his poverty. Even when school closed, they followed him home just to continue insulting him. The humiliation became too much. One day, Chuka stopped going to school completely. Instead, he started going to the farm alone every morning. He worked hard under the sun just to survive. But even then, the mocking did not stop. Whenever those same children saw him returning from the farm, they still insulted him. Some parents warned their children to stop, but many of them refused. Chuka continued to suffer silently. One morning, while Chuka was going to a nearby village for farm work, a Mercedes-Benz stopped beside him. A young man inside the car asked politely, "Do you know where Echoka village is?" Chuka nodded and replied softly, "Yes sir, I know the place very well." The man smiled and said, "Please, show me the way." Chuka entered the car without knowing that his life was about to change forever. When they reached Echoka village, the stranger asked him, "Can you take me to Motsi Nubizi's compound?" Chuka froze immediately. That was his father's name. With fear in his voice, he asked, "Why are you going there, sir?" The man replied quietly, "That is my father's house. I was taken away when I was very young. I have never returned home since then." Chuka's body began to shake. Tears filled his eyes. Suddenly he shouted, "Chaik!" The man was shocked. "How do you know my name? I never told you my name." Chuka ran toward him crying, "I am your younger brother. I am Chuka. We thought you and our parents died on the farm." The two brothers hugged each other and burst into tears in the middle of the road. The boy who suffered alone for years had finally found his elder brother. The villagers gathered in the village square. Chaik explained everything. They were kidnapped on the farm many years ago. Their parents did not survive, but he was taken far away and raised somewhere else. After growing up, he decided to return home and find his people. Fate brought him back through his own younger brother. Chuka also shared how he suffered humiliation and insults while growing up alone. The entire village became silent. Many people cried. The elders stood up and spoke. Chaik's father was supposed to become the next king before he was kidnapped. Since Chaik is the first son, the royal honor now belongs to him. That same day, the elders crowned Chaik as the new king of Echoka village. Chuka stood proudly beside him, no longer the poor boy they mocked, but the rightful successor to the throne. The children who mocked Chuka stood in shame. The boy they insulted every day had become the future king. That day, the entire village learned a powerful lesson. Never mock someone because of their situation today. Because tomorrow may make them greater than you. Please subscribe and comment for more.